Greetings, I'm Epictetus, and this is Epic Tech. And we're back for Season 2, and I'm excited because there's so many things I want to build. I'm getting a little bit of lag here and there. Can't lie, it's a little annoying. Yeah, see, like that, right there. Just, nothing happening, and then, oh, there it goes. I'll probably cut most of those out in editing, but it's not too bad. Anyway. But we're back, and I'm excited to get this thing looking a little bit more like a base and a little bit less like a platform with a couple of things on it. Oh, by the way, a couple of quick updates. One, you may have noticed the video quality in the previous episode as meh. It had some real blurriness when you turned and that kind of thing. I have fiddled with my video settings, and this one should look a whole lot better. Also, if you hear a slight hum, if you're wearing headphones, you might hear a slight hum in the background. That is my fan, because here in Washington State, we are having a heat wave, and we are not used to it. So I've got a fan going that I normally turn off for recording, but if I turn that off right now, I would die halfway through. So yeah, we're not going to do that. Also, at the end of the last episode, actually while I was editing, I realized I had built this whole thing with kind of this direction in mind after telling you that this was the direction that I wanted to build my base. So we're going to do that. This is how we're going to build the base because that's what I said and that's what I want to do. But in the meantime, we got to get some gravity on here. I want gravity. I like gravity. It's fun. It's nice. It's pleasant. All right, give me some parts. There we go. Let's stick that right there. Igor. Thank you. So now we should have some gravity here. Let's see. Whoa! Right. I purposely built it upside down, and then I forgot that I built it upside down. That's easy to fix. We just pop in here, we go find the acceleration, and we type in, instead of 9.81, we type in negative, I don't know, let's do 7. And now we should be able to stand up there. Hooray! All right, so this is our base. I love the idea of being able to look up and see the planet. Let's talk a little bit more, just for a second, about grand future plans. My thought is basically to fill the inside of this asteroid, give or take, with my base. But I also want to have, aesthetically, I've got some thoughts on what I want it to look like, but I kind of want arms coming out and grabbing into the outside of the asteroid, making it look like it just clamped into this thing. Something along those lines. Also, by the way, I had an absolutely fantastic suggestion for what to do with this little side asteroid, and I love it. I'm going to throw in probably, there's even this neat little dip right here or something. So I'll have some sort of tunnel going into the center from there, and we'll build a bridge of sort out to this asteroid, and inside of it we'll make apartments or something, or a lounge or something fun, something entertaining and pretty much just for appearance, which is not normally what I like to do, but I kind of want to. Yeah, I think that'll be cool, with windows as flush as I can to the surface and that sort of thing. I think that'll be cool. All right. But that's several episodes down the way. We'll get back to that a lot later. The more I look at this and the more I think about how much I want to be standing on this side to work with this stuff, and I want to be standing on this side to work with stuff up here and look at the planet, I think I want reversible gravity on this thing. I want to make it so that the entire base has either a detection system to see where you're standing and flip gravity, or I want to set up the fields so that there's a gravity generator here that only extends to maybe the center of this block, and one on the other side pointing the other direction, so I can stand on either side of this block. Ooh. For now, I think I'm going to set up just a button. I'm going to set up a button panel. That's what I'm going to do. Igor, can you make this button panel for me? Thanks, I appreciate it. I think you need some speed upgrades. Okay. So let's set this one up. And I'm curious, what can we do with the gravity generator? We can increase and decrease acceleration. For now, I think that's going to have to be what we do. So we'll do increase and decrease. And we'll just basically press that button a bunch of times. So right now we need to increase, and then we can walk on this side. Nice. And then when we start working on the other side, we'll just hit that button a bunch of times, or hit the decrease button a bunch of times, and it'll flip it around. Cool. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's get rid of some of this. I want to keep as much natural stone as I can. Let's see, what can we do? Thinking maybe right back here, we could set up a beam drill. If we connect it right there, let's do collect stone off, toggle block on. We'll see just how much of a tunnel we can make. Let's go see how far it goes. I'm hoping it'll break through to one of the big center cavities up there. Oh, we've gotten through to stone. Oh, look at that. We just broke through to something. Are we near the bottom, top, whatever it is? Yeah, nice. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted, except for I kind of wanted it to get into one of these larger areas here. That's not that large. I guess there's not as much empty in this asteroid as I thought there was. That's okay. Okay, so now we have this tunnel going all the way through, and I'm thinking this would be a really good maintenance tunnel too. Something that has all of the conveyors running through to go to the rest of the base. There we go. Now we can put this conveyor right here, and as far as the system is concerned, this pipe is connected on both ends, so if I need to put another conveyor in the middle, I can just cut out a pipe and put one in. If I didn't have one at both ends, I would end up losing part of the pipe. So, oh, by the way, on a totally separate note, I had quite a few people suggest that I should have grabbed one of the asteroids that was nearby and brought it over instead of spawning in a new one. And that would have been totally sweet. Unfortunately, 100% impossible, because the way that the Space Engineer's engine works, all voxels, like this one I spawned in, and the ones that are automatically created, and that entire planet, they are fixed in space. They cannot move no matter what you do. You can destroy them, you can create them, but they do not move. Unfortunately. Wouldn't that have been cool? Otherwise, I would make a base out of an asteroid and put engines on it and fly it around. That would be amazing. I would love that. But no. Can't be done. But we have no upgrades on this thing. Maybe we should get some upgrades. Let's do that. I'm thinking I would like definitely some speed upgrades. All right, there we go. So that should be... Oh, is it? I don't know. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is not. 6, 7. I'm going for an equal amount on every side of that conveyor. And mainly because it was just bugging me that it was off center and all kinds of horribleness. There we go. So it looks like Igor finally got this built. That's good. So up here, I don't know, is this... I kind of want the center of the asteroid. It's hard to say. I think that I actually probably want to stop right about here. It looks smaller on the inside than it does on the outside, like some sort of reverse TARDIS. And I'm thinking that I can place a beam drill here, if I can get out of its way. There we go. If I place a beam drill here, and I'll put another one on the other... Oh, I can't put one on the other side. So I'll do this, like that. There we go. This will connect everything up. Like that. And now I'm stuck. All right, there we go. No, kind of, no. I'll put this other beam drill right here. And all right, this one's done. So we'll set this guy up to not collect stone. Let's set the range lower. Go. I can't get through there. Inventory full, mining stopped. What? 1.8 million iron. Okay, but why aren't you refining them? The refineries are doing nothing. Refineries, refine. Are we not connected? We're not connected. How are we not connected? Isn't that connected into the back? These things have a back connector. I know they do. And this is all green all the way down here. And then... Well, there's your problem. I thought I had a... Okay. Let's do that. I don't have the parts, do I? Almost. And Igor got the rest. That should work. Okay. Do your thing. Can I get through here? Oh, hey, look. This is what I was hoping for. It connected up with one of these tunnels. Yeah. Okay. And, oh, then it went out. Okay, so, yeah, I can see by the red lights there that we have shut down power in the base. That's okay. We can fix that. Off. Now, the other one. Collect stone off. And let's just, for fun, put this range really low. I don't think it actually does anything. And we shut down power for the base. Oh no, did that just go through my fancy asteroid out there? I think it might have. Darn it. So let's go take a quick look and... Oh no, that's not our little asteroid. That's just kind of a funky little flap there. I'm okay with that. That looks neat. Little flappy thing. And then we should be able to just put beam drills on the other two sides without having to do any magic. One there. And one there. And then once Igor's finishes those up, we'll fire them. And we'll have a pretty good feel for what tunnels or which directions and that kind of thing. I think we're pretty close to the center-ish. I mean, it's not close, but there's going to be a lot of lighting involved in this too, I think. And I'm definitely going to be doing some kind of hollowing. Igor. Wait, oh, turned him off. Totally forgot I turned him off. Okay. Do your thing, Igor. Do your thing. Just do the thing. I think I might know what's going on here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's got 3.8 million iron. That's not a good thing. Are my refineries not doing anything? They're not. Is Tim doing anything? That's a good question. No. There we go. Tim, get to work. And in the meantime, there we go. Now our nanite control factory can actually pull things in. Okay, now these are done. Collect stone off. And go. Whoops. Well, that took a chunk out of our penthouse. Oh well. Oh, and this goes straight out. Okay. Well, at least we have a lot of exits to our base. All right, I've had a night to think on it, and I've been playing around a little bit. And I'm trying to figure out how to do these arms. I think I'm going to do those next episode or in the future. I've got some ideas, but they're going to take probably a whole episode to work on. But I think you'll be happy with the results. I hope. I kind of massaged the rock here a little bit. I want to eventually make it look like this platform and the arms that come off of it kind of slammed into the rock and snagged onto it and took out chunks of the rock when it did that. So I pulled out a lot of the material that was right there. But I think for the rest of this episode, it's been bugging me that my ships have been just kind of floating out there doing nothing. And there's been a couple of times I've had to run over to the elevator builder and, grab oxygen bottles and that kind of thing. So I want to dock those. And I also want to work a little bit more on this observation deck area. And I think that we're going to kill two birds with one stone down here. So this observation area, from the very beginning, I've said that what I want to be able to do is walk around the glass and look down under our 0.05 natural gravity. But I also want to be able to kind of walk around at this level this way up and be able to look up at this glass ceiling. And I'm thinking that if I do this just right, I'm thinking right about like that. No, let's go one more. It's just kind of, the whole observation deck is going to be 3 blocks tall. So you'll be able to walk on the bottom, walk on the top. There'll be some room for, whatever I put in between screens or something. By the way, I've been watching my system settings during those lag periods, and not my performance values and whatnot. And every time that happens, my available memory increases. I think that the lag is it freeing up some memory, or swapping out to hard drive or something along those lines. And I'm running right at the edge of my available memory. But luckily, I have some more RAM that is arriving today in the mail, which is cool. So that shouldn't be an issue for next episode, I hope. Come on. Wake up. Thank you. Yep. And it just jumped up a bunch. Okay. So the bottom is going to be all solid, because what we're going to do here is at this level, this is going to be the large ship docking area. So when we've got, I'm just going to be editing those out. You probably didn't even notice that one because I just cut them out in editing. This is going to be our large ship docking area, and when we've got some big capital ship or something like that, it'll come in and it'll dock into a spot like right here, and then we'll be able to run down a corridor, get to here, and then from here down slash up to the asteroid base, we'll have some sort of gravity-based elevator or something along those lines. Down here, however, I think we're going to do stairs from here to there. And you might be thinking, how's that going to work? Well, I'll show you. Yeah, if I do this, and I do this, is that going to work? I think that's going to work. Okay, I'm going to need, of course, another set. Let's put the gravity generator there. Yeah. That's kind of not what I wanted. It's embedded in the floor. But let's see how it works. So I walk up here. Oh, right. We need to change the range. Let's do 5 meters. And we can drop this way down. So we should be able to walk up here and then... That's what I wanted. Nice. And then from going the other direction, we can walk this way and fall right through the hole. And then... That was weird. That was very, very strange, and I love it. What? I told you we were going to play with gravity. Oh, it's that one up there. Okay, let's... I hope you're not getting too dizzy watching this. Okay. This guy up here probably has maxed out range. So, yeah. Let's do field height, and let's drop that way down. It's like 10 blocks now. And that should cut off right about there. Good. Okay, so now we can walk down these stairs and then immediately fall this direction and lose gravity. That's not what I wanted. We'll get all the gravity worked out later, because what I want to do is make sure that we've got our docking stations set up. There, yeah, like that. Just like that. Excellent. So now we just need to do one on the other side, or on another side, I guess. So what I'm thinking is, this is, for quite a while, this is going to be our official large ship dock. But eventually, once we start getting this thing hollowed out, a lot of the ships will end up in the inside, or at least kind of docked directly to the side of the asteroid. I left the light on. Oh well. So those guys are all connectified. That's good news. Let's keep an eye on this elevator builder, because if it ever comes disconnected, it's just barely in 0.05 G, and it is going to very slowly start plummeting toward the planet. Ooh, I hope I'm not like making a prediction of something that will actually happen. That would be sad. Oh well. Okay, let's see what we can do about extending this platform a bit. There, that's a good start. Oh, do I need a 1x1 here? I do. If I just do that all the way around, it's kind of dull though. Just having a block, you know, a square here. A cuboid. No. No, we gotta have something more interesting than that. There. That's much more interesting. And then if I take... No, it's a 1x1 slope. I want a 2x1 slope. There. All right. We also need to choose a new color because while this brown was working for the stump, we haven't changed colors in a long time. I've had some suggestions to go either back to that dark gray and green that I used on the MBT, which, by the way, to answer questions, yes, I will be bringing the MBT and the trailer over. They also need to dock into this station. Should probably make a spot for that, actually. So let's try a couple of different colors and see how they work. Let's start off with a dark gray. Okay. That's not a very dark gray. That's a little too dark. Ooh. Oh yeah, I like that. That's almost black, but it's not. It's still, you can still see a lot of the, like, marbling, I guess, for lack of a better term. You can see the texture, as opposed to if I just go pure black, if I go like this, it's like you really can't see the definition and the texture and that kind of thing. So I think that's a good color. It feels black, but it's not. Yeah, that's a good color. I like that. And then we can have our, like, I'll throw in some green emissive strips and I'll make some other things green. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave the tower itself as this dark brown as kind of a reminder of where we came from. Is that a little cheesy? All right, tell me what you think of this color, and tell me what you think of this design that we're working on. I think I'm liking it. I think it's growing on me. All right, I think we've got a pretty good beginning. And these are backward. Darn it. Okay, I'll fix that later. But yeah, we've got a pretty good beginning of things. Yeah, we've got stuff docked in. We've got some ideas for the future. And yeah, lots of ideas and plans. Maybe I'll even name the episode that, Ideas and Plans. Because there's so many things. And I'm just... I get giddy thinking about all the potential, you know, like just the aesthetics of this kind of thing that smashed into the asteroid and grabbed onto it, and, you know, finishing up this design down here and having a place to kind of walk around and goof around and look down at the planet, and which I can never get over a view like that. Someday this is going to be a real thing on Earth, where you're going to be able to just take the elevator up to orbit and look around, have a vacation in a tethered space station in orbit. Wouldn't that be neat? I want to hear your ideas. More ideas. More ideas. I love the ideas, and I hate to say it, I don't always remember who suggested what and that kind of thing. I try to put suggestions up at the top of the screen and that kind of thing. But it's actually becoming more and more difficult to do that. Because I'm spending a lot of time reading comments, and a lot of times I'll read a comment and think, oh, that's such a great idea. And I'll go on and then later on, I won't remember where I found it. And it's becoming harder and harder to find those comments again, because I'm getting some through Discord, I'm getting some through the YouTube comments, I'm getting, you know, and it just, they're all over the place. And I try to do a search, and then I find out that like 10 different people said the same thing. And so yeah, you guys are amazing. That's all I can say. And I suck at giving you credit for it. So if you see me use your idea, just assume it was yours, and that I really, really appreciate it, and that I'm really sorry that I didn't put your comment up and that kind of thing. If I can, I always will, but it's just not always possible. enough said. If you enjoy this kind of content, make sure and hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. It really makes a big difference for the channel. Drop by the Discord if you have a second. There's basically no commitment when you do that. They don't even make you download anything or make you create an account. It's awesome. And as always, I'll see you next time on Epic Tech. Yeah, there's nothing else to say. I've said it all. That's everything. Stop recording.